Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Round two.
All
It's
right.
a lot worse because it's on my laptop, but it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
So, I mean, now you already know the questions, but we can just keep it cracking, I guess. So state your name.
Roxy Lene.
Thank you, Roxy, aka Mother. Um, okay, so this is gonna be an interview about death, how your feelings on death and all that kind of fun stuff. So the main big idea, big question is, do you fear death?
Absolutely not.
Very, very sure of it. I like it. Okay, so it is commonly like known that many people are afraid of death, whether it's for certain like reasons. It's kind of just there's like a taboo subject and stigma surrounding death. So it's unusual not to fear death. So where does your response come from?
I think that death is inevitable. I mean, we're all born knowing that at some point we're going to go from this plane. So I'm not going to fear something that I can't fight.
I'm sorry, that's embarrassing. Okay. So how does your lack of your fear of like your non-existent fear of death affect your perspective on life, the actions you take, jobs or experiences, vacations, all of that kind of fun stuff?
I think that it allows me to live a little bit more free than most people. So I make quick decisions. I mean, ultimately, it's going to either be a good decision or a bad decision, but I'm just going to make it and go on about my business. I'm not afraid to do anything. I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to die someday. So I want to make sure while I'm here that I'm doing everything that I want to do. I say everything I want to say. I spend time with the ones that are important to me so that when I do go, there's no question for anyone left behind.
Same. Okay. Um, and then how does your lack of fear affect your relationship to others? Does it bring you closer? Does it separate you as you might be an outlier to some since you don't fear death?
I think that I trust the universe to bring people into my life that are meant to be in my life. My best friend is kind of the same way. We both, it's death, it's going to happen. Let's live life to the fullest. Let's do what we want when we want. And so, yeah, absolutely. She and I are a lot closer because we think the same. I am actually married to someone who does not think the same. And so that's a struggle for us because he wants to spend the next 6 months debating making a purchase or a trip or fill in the blank to whatever it is. Whereas I would just rather make a decision and go about my business. I don't want to waste 6 months on that. And so at the end of the day, you'll also hear him say things like, well, I can't do that because I'm scared of what happens after I die or things like that. Well, bro, we don't know. So
Hmm.
let's, what we got to do, let's have as much fun as we can have.
I think that's very mature. Do you feel like your relationship with your best friend is closer than that of some of others in the fact that y'all both are, in a sense, fearless? Like you're just going to take what life's hands to you and roll with it?
Absolutely. We understand each other. So it is a matter of, I don't have to, again, spend a large amount of time explaining my thought process behind something or why I want to do something. It is a
Hmm.
matter of saying, hey, let's book this trip and go. And she's like, pack in the bag now. There's no discussion about it. And so she and I just kind of can do things and not worry about what other people worry about.
What about your relationship with like your parents, your children? Do you feel like, I mean, obviously you're my mother. And I share the same thought process of like, I'm not afraid of death. Do you feel like it brings us closer, me and my sister and you closer, your mom?
I think based off things that I have experienced within my life, I instilled with y'all that there is an end date.
Hmm.
At a point in your life, it's going to be gone. So live life to the fullest. If you love someone, show them every single day. Don't sit there and say, well, in 6 months, I will go ahead and do this. No, do it now because you're not guaranteed that 6 months. And so I
Yeah.
think you both have that understanding. I think you tend to take that advice more to heart than she does. She's a planner, and you are absolutely live life in the moment. Let me enjoy these experiences. And I think that's great.
Okay, cool. This is a bonus question because we talked about this in class the other day, and I thought it was a kind of fun question to think about. Do you have any idea on how you'll die?
I mean, most likely I'm gonna smart off at somebody, but
Think you're gonna get murked?
probably.
Okay.
I would want though to just like die in my sleep.
Okay.
Something's just let's go. I don't want any long drawn out illness,
Mm-hmm.
but it's probably gonna be my mouth that gets me in trouble.
Like just like a little murked moment.
Yeah.
I just stared at me. Okay. Well, I thought that was just a fun question. We got asked that in class, and I was like, how will I die? And I spent like literally 2 days thinking on it. So
You you will fall in a hole.
that was an unneeded insult that my whole class is gonna have to watch now. Thanks for that, mother.
Is it ever wrong?
No. No,
Okay
honestly,
then.
I probably will like slip and fall and like smack my head like as an old lady and then die 'cause, like I
Yeah.
head
Fall
trauma. At least I'll be old.
a broken sidewalk.
Broken hip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Roxy, aka Mother, for taking
You,
the time to sit down with me and let me interview you for a second time since the first time it didn't record sound. Um,
hey,
but
darling.
I appreciate it and I'll let you get back to work. Bye.
Bye.